It's New Year's Eve, and I'm launching my new blog with the story. This is a story about my daughter's freshman year at NYU. She moved into a brand new dorm for NYU, the Palladium, on busy 14th Street in Manhattan. This dorm had been eagerly anticipated and long awaited. But during that first week in residence, one day she and her 3 roommates returned to their quarters and discovered that raw sewage had seeped up through the bathroom drain, spread across their entrance hall and into their kitchen. This happened not once, but twice during that first week. It will not surprise you to hear that I had some phone conversations with the Dean of Housing at NYU. This was a man who had just moved to Manhattan from a job at a Midwestern university, and at one point during that fraught week he said to me, "This has been the worst week of my life." Well, 4 days later, the planes flew into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. Now, I've thought about that incident a lot during the last 9 years, and it seems to me it's a cautionary tale about pundits like those from Time who have christened the aughts the decade from hell, or Paul Krugman of the New York Times who have said, "This is the decade in which nothing good happened." And I would just like to remind all of us, before I head out for an evening of revelry, and you do too, that during this last decade, we all had on New Year's Eve that golden hour that the poet William Cullen Bryant calls the time when we remember the dearly departed and bring together in memory. And just as we had all those golden hours during the aughts, we also have them during the decade of the teens coming forward. And so if you'd like to join me in my new blog discussing the decade coming forward, give it a whirl now and then. Meanwhile, Auld Lang Syne.